Hey, it's me, your boy. It's been so long that I have a different hair color now, and I think I even have different facial hair. I'm not consistent with this. I'm not gonna lie. But it's 2:20 a.m. Friday, November 13th, I believe. Yeah. So, what are you doing up right now, Nathan? Don't you have work tomorrow? No, it's my day off. What am I doing up right now? I had a bunch of anxiety and I couldn't go to sleep. So I was up just kind of like mindlessly scrolling through the media fucking regurgitation feed coming to me through my little calculator with the big screen. And I was just, thinking about the world. Really, it's just one big issue. We gotta buy a car tomorrow. And I don't know, it's just, like that. Well, I mean, if you're like me, which most of you are, like me, you're living, you know, I wouldn't say it's a great life, but you're getting by. You know, it always sucks to have to like throw away a big chunk of money, but it is for like a car, so it's gonna make life a little bit easier than it was. But yeah, and then kind of going back on what I said about the anxiety part, it's just like I don't know if you guys have ever had like the first time you get paid from your job and you can wait up till midnight and you're like, is it gonna go through? Is it gonna go through? And then you see it go through and you're like, oh, good, it went through. I do that every single time I get paid. Why? Because I'm always terrified that they're not gonna pay me, and then I'm just gonna get a message like, hey, we found out that you were smoking weed on the job, so we're fucking not gonna pay you, and also you're arrested as soon as you wake up. When you're reading this, the cops are gonna be coming to your door now. And then I would look up and then it'd be like cops and they'd be like, yo, you gotta be arrested. I'd be like, fuck. Okay. Not saying that I do that at work. This is a character piece. Ladder 14. So what am I doing? What am I making? Zucchini noodles. Sauteed garlic and arrabbiata sauce. What is this? Hold on. Spicy arrabbiata. It's got two B's. Arrabbiata. I'm fluent in Italian, kid. Yeah, I was gonna eat a bowl of cereal, and then I was like, hey, I'm supposed to be keto. And then I was like, hey, I haven't been keto in like 8 months. And then I was like, listen, you haven't been keto in like a year. Stop lying to your audience of 2 subscribers. Shout out, you guys. I should know you by name, but I don't. But neighbors are getting into a cocaine fight again. It's what it is. So yeah, I was like, I gotta stay keto. I had a Diet Coke today, and then I believe that was it. So we're gonna throw in our serving. They are having a cocaine fight. That's rad. I don't know if you guys can hear them stomping around, but that's a cocaine fight if I've ever heard one. So I kind of want a good amount. There's no carbs in these. This is zucchini. And I don't know if you're supposed to boil these noodles. I really don't, dude. Last year, if you guys follow me on social media, if you don't, it's on Instagram. Um, OH underscore underscore underscore. Fuck. FUCK underscore. There's 7 underscores total. Why did I do that? Because it is annoying to type in. And you do it once, you're going to be like, I'm not going to do that again. So you might follow me or you'll just never look me up again. It's a 50-50 chance and you're presented with it right there. So you have to decide. Do it. Yes, no, yes, no, now, now, now. Yes, no, now, now. That's what I like in my head. That's like what's in my head all the time. Like just that sequence of events or like sounds. Like yes, no, now, now, yes, no. I don't ever think I have time to think stuff out. I always decide like I'll be like at a counter at a new restaurant, familiar restaurant. I don't know. I always end up doing the same thing though. So I always end up thinking about what I want, and then I see it's my turn in line, but I don't want to wait back in line and keep thinking. I'm like, nah, I gotta keep going now, because I mean like Every second you live is a second closer to death. And I live life fast, kid, as you can see, because I'm making zucchini noodles. So I end up usually making just like a shitty on-the-spot decision. I mean, it's not shitty because I make the decision, and I like to be secure in the decisions I make, so they're decisions. I'll just leave it at that. But, okay, the cocaine pet stops. Dude, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm a little stoned. I'm pretty much, I don't know if I'm hungry or not. I am tired. I don't know what I want. And I think that's what I'm getting around to, is that I don't know what I want. I'm 23 and I feel like I should know what I want. I feel like a lot of people at this point in their life do know what they want, but I also know a lot of people who are just like me. Maybe they're not Chrissy Ketos right now. They're not trying to watch their carb intake, but they are like 23 and they're like, fuck. This whole fucking lockdown pandemic shit kind of threw me for a loop, because maybe like me, you were like, I didn't have a backup plan. I didn't go to school, kid. I was fucking middle management at a retail store. So when that went kaput, I was like, fuck. And then I worked at a call center, and then they were like, yo, we gotta let you go. And I was like, fuck. And then I was jobless for a while. And then I did some other stuff for a while. And then I had a job again. And I don't know. Just a lot of change happened. You know, fucking broke up with a partner. That was weird. I mean, who am I to judge? I'm a weird guy. I think some people would say that I'm a pretty weird guy sometimes. There are some people who would say that I'm a pretty cool guy. Who are they? I'm not going to list them by name because I'm pretty sure they don't want anyone to know that they think I'm a cool guy. But they exist. Be assured that they do. But there was just a lot of differences that I couldn't get past, and a lot of things, lack of things that I thought that I needed. And I think I do need. Not that I thought I did, but I do need. There was a lack of things that I do need from somebody else to be in an equal partnership with them. And what it was it wasn't equal, and that sucked because I was really thinking that it was like a lacking thereof on my part. But then when I took a step back and I was able to kind of see it from a different perspective, I was like, whoa. Sometimes it isn't all your fault. Sometimes it is genuinely another person who you just kind of like, you thought you knew them, and then you're like, I kind of rushed into this, and then they're like, hey, this is how you react to stuff, and you're like, what the fuck, I didn't know you react to stuff like that. I should have fucking felt it out. I should have asked you to get gelato and then gone to a place that I knew was closed, like a psychopath, just so I could see how you react. And make no mistake, I will be doing that to the next person. But, and we'll just go ahead and add the sauce in now, because I feel like that's like the texture of noodles. Okay. And we'll just let that simmer in sauce for a second while I talk to you guys. We're just having a chat, a nice casual chat. It's not scripted. I don't know if I'll edit this. I probably won't, because I'm not mentioning any names. I'm just mentioning situations. It's a character piece. Like, what do they add before movies? If any of the situations or characters in this film, in this video, resembled characters in real life, they are merely coincidences and characterizations of the real life figures. Whatever it was. Anyway, okay, that's should be good enough to be just sitting in there, I think, for a second. But yeah, so a lot of change. And then if you're like me, you're kind of just like, what the fuck am I doing? And that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? It's almost 3 a.m. and I'm really just boiling stuff in a pan and hoping it works out. And I think that's a very incredibly apt what's the word? It's not hyperbole, is it? No, it's not hyperbole. It's depiction of my current situation. If this were 2007, it would be a status update. My status update would be watching shit boil in a pan, hoping it works out. And my top 10 would get it, and the rest of you wouldn't. Shout out to my top 10. Ethan, JP, Blaze, Peter, Karina, Adrian. I don't know. That was, dude, I can't even imagine that I remember that many that were my top 10. I think I probably narrowed it down to like top 5 at the end because I was getting petty. But oh, dude, yeah, I'm really just watching stuff boil in a pan and hoping it works out, and I don't think it's going to work out. And I really hope that's not the attitude that I maintain towards my life, because lately, it's kind of what it's been feeling like. Is that I don't know. I feel like I've done enough mushrooms to kind of see that, like, not that it's pointless, but that there's so much of it that it's like, unless you make a really big fucking, unless you're a really big meme in the span of all the memes that are ever created, then it's like, fuck, I didn't really do much. And that's what it's really hard to get past, is that really, really disgusting feeling of like, oh, nothing I'm gonna do is even really gonna matter, because it's like, unless my fucking name is etched in stone and remembered for eons, like, but did I even do anything? And it's like, fuck. I wish I could go back to not thinking like that. But definitely, like, you can change. I've definitely changed the way I thought before. I just wish that I could get out of this funk faster. I know it'll pass, like as everything does, but this one is just increasingly deep and keeps getting kind of darker. Which, I mean, this isn't like a call for help or anything. This is just like, it's just a chat. Like I said, it's just a chat. And I feel like this is a chat that I can't really have with anybody with their face not responding and giving me some kind of like, hey man. And I'm like, I don't really want to hear hey man. I just kind of want to say it and hope that it comes out without me stuttering and like maybe feeling some type of way. But yeah. So, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for waiting around. If you guys are still subscribed or if you guys are still watching the videos. Got some new stuff incoming. Shout out to Cool Shirts for the apparel. I got a bunch of shit. Yo, not gonna lie. I dropped a fat bag on the fucking Cool Shirts, bro. But I'm still waiting on a package. It's gonna be here on Monday, I think, though. So that's exciting. I have stuff to look forward to. So there's stuff like that. There's always stuff like that. Like the Cool Shirts pack is always gonna land at some point. But it ships from Australia, so it kind of sucks waiting for it. But it's always gonna land at some point. And it's always going to be freshies inside of it. And it's always going to make me feel warm and cute and fuzzy on the inside. That's pretty much it. I think that's it, guys. This looks like it's done. It's kind of mushy enough. So yeah, that's spicy arrabbiata and garlic fucking zucchini spaghetti. A single serving. I think it's pretty close to no carbs. Let's see. Serving size about a half a cup. I think I put about a half a cup in there. It's about 8 grams of carbs. So it is 8 grams of carbs if I use a half a cup. But I'm gonna plate it real quick, and then I'll show you guys, and then I'm just gonna stuff it down my face and go to bed, and hopefully I fall asleep faster. But yeah, trying to get back on the low carb / keto. Trying to get everything back on track, because I feel like I was in a very good space before everything, and then that loop that I was thrown in, that we were all really thrown in with this shit, made me realize that holy fuck, I think I was dependent on a couple things a lot too deep. I think I was really dependent on making others happy with what I was doing with myself. Like, oh, you like this? I'm gonna keep doing this. And then once I got involved with somebody and they were like, I don't really care what you look like. I mean, that was what they said, but that's not really what they meant. And then I was like, oh no, but I care what I look like. And I still kept it in good shape. But then towards the end of it, I was like gaining a little bit of weight. And then I picked up some fucking unhealthy habits. And then I gained a lot of weight back. And then now I'm just trying to get it back into shape. But it's kind of tough. Some of this fucking weight that you gain is a little bit visceral. It's like, it has a vendetta against you because it knows that it was sins. But, yeah, I've said but like 15 times. I'm going to go and just put this in my face now. It's very hot. Good night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Nice little 15-minute video. Follow me on Instagram, at @ofuck. And then follow me on Twitter, Nathan last name. I don't ever usually put YouTube stuff on there. Sometimes I do, but mostly it's just tweets. And the tweets are gonna be weird. You're gonna be weirded out. But all right. Good night. Love you. This is not good.